Ever wanted some tips for running pre-made adventures? Then stay tuned for today's episode. Hello and welcome to RPG PhD. I'm Dr. Ben, and today we will discuss tips for running a pre-made adventure module. Running a pre-made RPG can be a thrilling and convenient way to embark on a tabletop role-playing adventure. Whether you're a new game master looking for guidance or an experienced storyteller seeking to streamline your preparation, pre-made modules offer a wealth of rich narratives and ready-to-play content. So today we will explore techniques to run pre-made RPG modules, enabling you to create a seamless and engaging experience for your players. Familiarize yourself with the module. There's a lot of advice out there about this topic. Some GMs are adamant that you should read the entire module and study its key aspects thoroughly, while others feel you should only skim it and take the ideas that stand out. There's nothing wrong with either of these approaches. My take is that you should do what works best for you as a GM. We are all different. Some of us want more information, while others only need the bullet points. What I think is the most important is the through line of the module. A through line is like a necklace of pearls. Each pearl is an event, story, or beat, or plot point that's connected with a string or through line. What are the main story beats that drive the story forward? Who are the key NPCs, locations, events, and story elements that make the story work? Which of those can be modified, changed, or altered and still keep the plot intact? Start by focusing on the areas most relevant to your upcoming session. If you're running a sandbox-style module, for example, consult your players to determine what their immediate goals and plans are. You can target this approach, which allows you to prioritize the areas that require your attention and prevents overwhelming you with unnecessary information. Familiarize yourself with the overarching story, the key characters, and the various locations and encounters. This understanding will allow you to present the content confidently, and you can react dynamically to players' choices. It's essential to focus on the key parts that directly impact the adventure as a whole. Understanding the flow and important details of the adventure is crucial, allowing you to deliver a cohesive and well-paced session without overwhelming yourself with excessive overplanning. If you understand the through line, then you can go as shallow or as deep as you want or need. Plan ahead. Even though a module provides a structured framework, effective planning is crucial. Break down the module into manageable sections and outline the key story beats, encounters, and NPCs. Consider potential branching paths and alternative resolutions to accommodate player choices. By planning ahead, you can ensure a smooth flow of the story while maintaining flexibility for improvisation. Having a physical copy of the module's map and making notes of it can be a game changer. You can highlight important areas, mark NPC locations, and make key annotations to keep essential information readily accessible during the game. This visual aid will help you run the module smoothly, reducing the need to constantly refer back to the text. You can also highlight key details. To navigate the module efficiently during the game, you can use highlighters or sticky notes to mark important parts of the adventure. Identify crucial encounters, significant NPCs, traps, or any other elements that you want to quickly locate and reference during gameplay. This technique allows for faster information retrieval and minimizes distractions during the session. Embrace flexibility. The module is a guideline, and it's fine to customize and personalize it. In fact, it's almost always a must. It's important to remember that pre-made modules are not set in stone. Treat them as guidelines rather than strict scripts. Feel free to make modifications that better suit your group's preferences, playstyle, and pacing. If something doesn't align with your players' interests or seems off, don't hesitate to deviate from the module's content. Your role as the game master is to create an enjoyable experience, and customization is key. If the main quest giver of the module offers large rewards of gold for completing their mission, but you have characters who are not motivated by profit, instead of forcing them to accept a gold reward, then find other reasons or reward for those characters in order to motivate them. While pre-made modules provide a solid foundation, don't be afraid to make them your own. Tailor the content to suit your group's preferences and playstyle. Add unique elements. Expand on character backstories. Connect those characters into your ongoing campaign if that's the case. And introduce personalized hooks that resonate with your players. By infusing the module with your creativity, you create a sense of ownership and investment in the narrative. Embrace improvisation. While pre-made modules offer a structured narrative, player choices and unforeseen circumstances may require you to think on your feet. Embrace improvisation and be prepared to adapt the module to the actions and decisions of your players. This flexibility allows for a dynamic and engaging experience where the players feel their choices have a real impact on the story. One way to do this is to make sure that you bring the NPCs to life. NPCs play a vital role in any RPG module. Take the time to bring these characters to life by giving them distinct personalities, motivations, and quirks. Use descriptive language, adopt different voices, and engage with your players through role-playing. By investing in the NPCs, you enhance the immersive quality of the game module and create memorable interactions. Create detailed encounter notes. Thoroughly study the stat blocks of creatures and monsters featured in the module. Understand their abilities, spells, and special features to ensure smooth combat encounters. Consider adjusting the stat blocks if necessary to align with your campaign's themes or to maintain balance for your group. This preparation prevents delays during gameplay and keeps the pacing intact. While modules may provide basic encounters, take the initiative to enhance them with thoughtful tactics. Consider how creatures would strategically engage the players, utilizing their strength and employing synergistic actions. This extra effort creates dynamic and challenging encounters that captivate the players and keeps combat engaging. Take the module's descriptions of terrain and environment as a starting point and consider how it can influence combat encounters. Introduce interactive elements such as traps and hazards or objects that can be utilized by both the players and the enemies. These environmental factors add an additional layer of strategy and immersion to the encounters. Pre-made modules are designed with certain assumptions, such as party size and level. However, don't hesitate to make necessary adjustments to align the encounters with your group's composition and power level. Scaling encounters up or down ensures appropriate challenges and keeps the players engaged. These visual aids can enhance the immersion and comprehension of the module. Utilize maps, handouts, and visual references to provide a clearer picture of the environment, important objects, or key scenes. These visual aids not only aid in player understanding, but also contribute to the overall atmosphere of the game. Encourage player agency. Pre-made modules should never be a hindrance to player agency. Instead, they should serve as a foundation for meaningful choices and active engagement with the game world. As a game master, it's essential to encourage your players to shape the story, influence character development, and impact the outcomes of encounters. By empowering your players, you foster a deep sense of investment and ownership in the game world, enhancing their overall experience. Here's some strategies to think about to maximize player agency when running a pre-made module. Encourage your players to make decisions that have consequences and shape the direction of the story. Provide them with meaningful choices that reflect their characters' goals, values, and motivations. Allow their actions to influence the plot, alter the relationships with NPCs, and determine the ultimate outcome of events. This active participation not only enhances immersion, but also empowers players to take ownership of their character's journey. Running a pre-made module does not mean relinquishing creative input. Pacing is also a vital element in keeping players engaged throughout the module, as the Game Master adjusts the pace based on the needs of the story and the preferences of your group. Create moments of tension, excitement, and suspense, interspersed with periods of exploration and discovery. By carefully managing the pace, you maintain a sense of momentum, ensuring that players remain captivated and invested in the unfolding adventure. While pre-made modules provide a framework, they should never be rigidly adhered to at the expense of player agency. Adapt and customize the module to suit the needs and desires of your group, tailor encounters, modify challenges, and introduce additional story elements that resonate with your players. This flexibility allows for a more tailored and dynamic experience, catering to the unique preferences and playstyles of your group. Bringing it all together. When it comes to running pre-made modules, some excel in seamlessly integrating different adventures into a cohesive plotline, while others may require additional effort from the Game Master. To ensure a smooth narrative flow and a sense of continuity, it's important to utilize plot hooks and information discovered by the players in one adventure to seamlessly lead them into the next. Here's some ideas for customizing and adapting modules to enhance the overall experience of your campaign. You can weave threads of the module, so strive for a narrative flow where each adventure feels connected and progresses naturally. By skillfully weaving the threads of the modules together, you create a sense of continuity and immersion for the players. Referencing past events, NPCs, and plot points in subsequent adventures can reinforce the idea that the player's actions have consequences and impact the world around them. You can also tailor the setting to fit your world. If the module is set in a location that doesn't exist in your campaign world or doesn't align with your narrative, feel free to modify it. Exercise your creative freedom by inventing a new location that harmonizes with your lore or replace it with an existing locale that seamlessly integrates into your world. This ensures that the adventurers feel like an organic part of your campaign, enhancing immersion and player engagement. As a game master, you have the authority to reshape the story, reassign NPCs, and alter the progression of events within the module. This gives you the opportunity to infuse your own creativity and adapt the content to suit your players' preferences and the overarching themes of your campaign. By making these modifications, you can create a unique and personalized adventure that resonates with your group. You can also enhance immersion through customization. Adapting and customizing the content of the module allows you to create a more immersive and tailored experience for your players. Consider incorporating elements from your campaign world, such as recurring NPCs, factions, or plot arcs into the module. This not only strengthens the connection between the module and your campaign, but also reinforces the sense of a living, dynamic world. I hope you've enjoyed this video on running pre-made modules. Please post your own tips, comments, and suggestions in the comment section below. If you found this video useful, then please hit those like and subscribe buttons. It is much appreciated. Thanks for watching. See you next time.